Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Our topic today for ABLLS-R is the domain, and we have moved towards the part 9. And let's start with the ABLLS-R protocol and let's understand it. Okay, this is the screenshots or the pictures from the ABLLS-R protocol. You guys can get it. And as you know that we most of the time we use visual guides to understand everything. Okay, so as you know, this is the task name, task code, objective, examples, questions, criteria. Okay, so this is the appendix. These are the appendices, and where can you get this appendix? Actually, appendix is available at the end of the ABLLS-R protocol. If you guys have it in soft form, good job. If you don't have it, do text me on my WhatsApp or in your group or in the comment section. I will send you, inshallah. Okay, these are 27 tasks, and this is a small announcement for you guys. Okay, let's start with this d domain and the D1 task. D1 task is motor imitation using objects. Okay, one thing I want to tell you guys that, okay, look, what is the D domain actually is. D domain is motor imitation. Okay, you can read it, motor imitation, and all the tasks in the D domain are related to imitation. First of all, let's understand what is imitation and what is motor imitation. Motor means your body parts are gonna get involved in it. Fine motor or gross motor. Okay, and the imitation is whatever you are going to do, therapist, whatever is going to do, child is going to follow that one. Okay? It means child is going to follow everything or every act you are doing, the child will repeat it. Okay? So, task D1. D1 is motor imitation using objects. It means motor, your body part is going to be get involved. Imitation, you are going to repeat or you are going to do exactly the same as the therapist has done. And object, it means physical objects are getting involved in it. Okay. The task, the student will imitate a motor activity when an object when asked to do this. Okay. The ST for D domain is do this. Okay, so what to do? Give the therapist and learner matching objects. Model one clear action. Say do this, then wait for the imitation. Okay. So example is the therapist rolls a toy car down a ramp. The learner copies the same action with another car. In turn tip, use familiar cups, cars, blocks, spoons, and drums. Change both the object and action across trials. Okay. So let's read the master criteria. Master criteria is 10 plus actions, at least 2 actions with each object. Okay, let's understand this thing. It means there will be 10 objects, 10 objects, and each object will have 2 actions. For example, a cup is an object, car is an object, block is an object, spoon is an object. For example, we have the block, and block will have 2 actions. For example, rub block, okay, block up, put block in the cup. These are the things that there will be 2 actions with every object. Okay, so the student will imitate a motor activity with an object when asked to do this. I hope that you can get it from this motor imitation using object. There's a visual guide, you can understand it. We will have the same object as in this picture, and we are going to follow that one. And the next is D2, object imitation with discrimination. Okay, objective is the student will imitate a motor action that requires selecting the correct object. Okay, there is the same object are involved in it. There is an imitation, but there will be a distractor involved in it. Okay, there will be a proper distractor. The thing is कि आप लोग जैसे यहाँ पे देखते हो कि आपके पास एक कार है, बच्चे के पास भी कार है, and say okay, roll down this car, and the child is gonna do exactly the same. बट यहाँ पे क्या है, यहाँ पे भी फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे कार भी है, बाइक भी है, और एक और भी ऑब्जेक्ट है, ठीक है, जैसे ये स्लाइड है तो हमारे पास स्लाइड भी है। हम बच्चे को कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे हम कार से स्लाइड लेंगे, हम लोग बाइक को यूज नहीं करेंगे, बाइक इज अ डिस्ट्रैक्टर। इट मीन्स द चाइल्ड and the therapist will have the same material, and we are gonna do some task with it and the child is gonna follow us। जैसे हम कर रहे हैं बच्चा वैसे करेगा, ठीक है। सो दैट इज डी टू, कि इसके अंदर सारी चीजें, अब जैसे देखो इसमें एक ये है ऊपर नीचे, these are the two things, okay, the child and the therapist have the equal things and all are doing the same, but in D2 there is one pencil, one spoon, one cup, one pencil, one spoon, cup, one cup, and the child, what are we doing? Object as pencil and a cup, we are like moving it and stirring it in it, and spoon is at the side, okay. 10 actions and readily imitates novel actions. Okay, then the next is gross motor imitation with verbal prompts. Okay, the thing is, there's a gross motor. Your muscles are going to get used in it. Your hands, your foot, your arms, your legs are all going to get involved in it. Okay, and with verbal prompts, with the verbal prompts, there is a word written with verbal prompts. Verbal prompt means you are gonna say it. Okay, okay, do this, clap hands, do this, arms up, do this. You are saying do this, and then you are also saying clap hands. Okay, verbal prompts, do this, and also you are performing the task. ठीक है, आपके पास भी है वो चीज, बच्चे के पास भी, लाइक आई हैव गिवन यू गाइस एग्जांपल। ओके, आर्म्स अप, स्टॉम्प योर फीट, क्लैप हैंड्स, knock the door, these are all the actions, but the difference is there are verbal prompts. You are gonna say this, okay, do this, arms up, do this, stomp your feet, do this, clap hands, do this, make a heart. Okay, so 10 plus actions. Do this is the SD, remember it. D4 is imitation of leg and foot movements. Leg and foot movements. There are two body parts involved, leg and foot. Imitation, the same thing, the child is going to follow you. Whatever you are going to do, whatever you are doing, the child is going to do that thing. Objective is the student will imitate gross motor actions involving the legs and feet. Okay, 10 plus sections readily imitates normal actions, and there's an AI, there is a task analysis booklet. You can get it from the end of the appendices of the protocol, ABLLS-R protocol, and you will get that what are the actions we are going to actually do it. Okay, for example, legs up, foot up, okay, keep both at the distance. All of these are the things that the child is going to follow us. Okay, the next is D5, imitation of arm and hand movements. Okay, it's the same, but there were leg and foot, and in the next there is arm and hand movements. Okay, same thing, 10 plus 10 plus actions, but what is going to get involved in it? Hand and arms. Arms up, clap hands, all of the same examples. Okay. Static and kinetic motor imitation. Okay, static and kinetic. First, let's understand what does these terms mean. Static position. Stat means you are going to stay still. You are not moving it. Kinetic means there's a kind of running energy. You are like moving your body parts. That's the thing that child is gonna follow both things. When you are stay calm, you are not moving, the child is also going to imitate that one. And when you are moving your body parts, the child is going to follow also that one. Okay, for example, the child holds both palms together without moving. You can say, you can look at this picture. The learner copies and maintains the still pose. Scoring criteria 10 plus pairs and readily imitates novel actions. Okay. Then the varied imitation instructions. Okay, I think told you guys in the previous class about the instructions and the varied means. It means at the start आपने बच्चे से start किया है and you have started with, okay, do this, and okay, look at this, give me this. These were very initial instructions. With the passage of time, you are gonna make it generalized. You are like gonna vary it. And there will be different instructions. Very means different imitation instructions. Okay, you are gonna say watch me, your turn, follow me, do like this. Okay, so there will be different instructions. We can do any task, but just the instructions are going to get changed in it. Known actions with any one of four different imitation instructions. Okay, the next is gross motor imitation in a mirror. Okay, the major part involved in it is mirror. You guys have learned the gross motor imitation task in the arm and hand movement, in the leg and foot movements, and you are gonna repeat all of those, the same things. You can add the novel actions also, but the mirror presence is must. Okay. Stand together in front of a safe mirror, model one movement, and ask the learner to copy while watching the reflection. Okay, the next is D9, imitation of head movements. Okay, imitates three head actions. For example, turn, tilt, nod, shake. You can say yes. How do we move our head for yes? How do we move our head for no? How do we like make different expressions and all of that? Okay, the major thing involved in is head. And the next is imitation of mouth and tongue movement. Okay, mouth and tongue, both of you have this same. The child is imitating it. The child is doing whatever the therapist is doing. Imitate four mouth or tongue actions. Okay, this is the master criteria. Okay, D11 is facial oral motor imitation in a mirror. Okay, oral motor imitation, facial oral motor imitation. In this, there was imitation of mouth and tongue, and the next is oral motor imitation. The student will imitate facial and oral movements modeled by another person in a mirror. Face a safe mirror together, model one facial oral movement, and ask the learner to copy the reflection. For example, the therapist puffs her cheeks while looking in the mirror. Okay, for example, thick hair. No, it's like cheeks pressing. The learner imitates the same held expressions. Mix moving and held actions, blink, raise eyebrows, puff cheeks, purse lips, and move tongue side to side. These are all oral motor. You can look in different videos of the oral motor exercises, so you will get the idea exactly that what does oral motor means. Then the fine motor imitation. In the fine motor, there is going to be involved fingers and hands. Okay, so the student will imitate a fine motor action when asked to do this, and there are certain examples: finger taps, pinches, pointing, finger to thumb, and simple hand shapes. For example, okay, let's make a heart, and we use different fingers with it. Okay, and the master criteria is 10 plus actions and readily imitates novel actions. And D13 is imitation of touching object in sequence. It's very interesting. You are going to learn something new, that we have to teach the kid that he or she was doing whatever we were doing. In the next is the child has to keep the concept of sequence in his or her mind, that I am going to follow certain sequence. Imitation of touching objects in sequence. The student will imitate touching objects in a sequence while another person models the sequence. What to do? Arrange matching objects in same order for both people. Touch each item sequentially as the learner follows. जैसे आप लोग कहते हैं, okay, okay, always start with two. Okay, आपने two रखने objects, then move towards the three objects, then four. Like you can touch in different directions. First one two, and then two one. Okay, 1 2 3 1 3 2 2 1 3. This there are certain sequences. Whatever you are touching, the child will follow the same sequence. Okay, imitates any sequence of touching four of six items. Okay, you will have six items in front of the kid or you, and you have to follow four. You have to touch four objects in sequence. And the next is G14, imitation of blowing. Okay, that's very interesting. Blow, you have to teach the kid the concept of blow, and then there is like imitation. The student will imitate both short and sustained blowing actions modeled by another person. Model a short blow and sustained blow. For example, you are blowing, you are like blowing it shortly, speedily, or sustaining it, whatever you are doing. Ask the learner to copy each action. Both a short and a sustained blow of at least 2 seconds. It means for 2 seconds we have to teach the kid that he or she can blow. Then D15 imitate speed of an ongoing actions with objects. We have to teach the kid that speed does matter. Okay, imitate speed of an ongoing action with objects. Objective is the student will imitate an object action while matching the speed of the ongoing model. Give matching objects. Model the action quickly or slowly while the learner copies at the same time. There is a speed word. Okay, whatever you are doing, and the word is object written. So you have to keep in mind that object, there should be a proper object. Okay, so you have to do some action with that object, and the child is gonna follow the speed. Either we are doing it fast or slow or all of that thing. Then D16, imitate speed of a recently modeled action. Objective is the student will imitate an object action at the same speed immediately after the model stops. Okay. Okay, the thing is, here the child was following whatever we were doing. हम जैसे कर रहे थे instantaneously, the child was doing exactly at the same time. Okay, but in the day 16, we will say, okay, look, we are gonna do this. The child will, okay, then we are stopping, and the child will follow exactly the same as we did it. Okay, readily matches the speed immediately after demonstration. Then the D17 imitates speed of an action, the same thing, but the thing here was the word object written, but here we don't need objects. We are doing it with our body parts like legs, arms, hands, foot, all of those. Okay, the student will imitate a gross motor action while matching the speed of the model. Readily imitates actions matching the model speed. For example, okay, I'm saying, okay, do this, clap hands, okay, next, do this. This is the thing that the speed, there's a different speed. Okay, touches objects in a sequence after a model. Okay, here was a thing that we were touching objects in a sequence exactly as we were doing, the child was doing exactly at the same time. But in D18, we have done it. There's a break. We are not doing it anymore. The child will remember it and the child is going to do it. ठीक है, जैसे आपने किया, आप बच्चे को बोलोगे कि ऑब्जर्व मी, बच्चे ने जैसे आपको देखा एंड यू विल से ओके नाउ इट्स योर टर्न, गो फॉर इट. Okay, you have touched them in a clear order, finish the model, then ask the learner to copy the sequence. Okay, it's kind of memory learning. Then the D19 switches actions with the model. Objective, the student will imitate a sequence of motor actions and switch immediately as the model changes. Switches actions with model. Okay, we are changing actions. There was, okay, for example, there's a clap hand. Okay, clap hands. Arms up, arms up. In the switch action, okay, I'm doing this. Okay, do this. Tap hands, arms up, tap table. These are the things that we are switching actions. One with another, one with another. There are multiple, like action switch. Imitates a sequence of 6 model actions within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds, the child can imitate 6 sequence. Then the D20 imitates a sequence of actions. Objective is the student will imitate a short sequence of gross motor activities after it is modeled. Okay, sequence of actions. Okay, the here was the thing, switch actions with model. As the child is, as the therapist doing, the child is switching the actions. Here the child has to remember the sequence. Okay, what the therapist did first, she did the clap hand, then she blowed a kiss, then she made a heart or something like that. The major thing is the sequence pattern. 10 plus 2 action sequences and readily imitates novel sequences. D21 is imitates intensity of an action. For example, drum beating. Okay, you can, okay, we are beating the drum slowly, fastly. What's the intensity? Okay, model the same action gently and firmly, gently or firmly. These are the intensity levels. Ask the learner to copy the strength while keeping the action safe. Readily imitates actions matching the model's intensity. Okay, D22 is imitates number of repetitions. That's very interesting activity. Okay, demonstrate 1, 2 or 3 repetitions, stop, then ask the learner to repeat the exact number. Okay, आपने one time किया है, आपने 2 टाइम किया है, आपने 3 टाइम किया है, वट एवर द टाइमिंग or the number is, you have to teach the kid that okay, it was 1 2 3, and the child has to imitate the number of the repetition, that the same action was repeated how many times. Okay, D23 is combine movement and vocalization. Okay, here very interesting. Movement plus vocalization. First, we were just saying things. Now the child is also gonna say it. The child is also gonna vocalize it. The therapist waves both arms by saying swish, swish, swish. The learner copies the arm movement and vocalize together. Model one movement and sound together, then ask the learner to copy both at the same time. Up to 3 repetitions are for motor vocal combinations without prompts. Okay, so for example, baby cries. How do the baby cry? And something like that. The child can say it. The child can vocalize it. Okay. And the next is D24 imitates a sequence using multiple objects. The same thing is as we have learned in the whole like task, D domain task, but there is a word multiple objects. Okay, there are multiple objects involved in it. Arrange 4 objects, model a short action sequence, leave the completed model visible, then ask the learner to copy. Replicate 6 sequence of 3+ actions using 4 objects, model stays visible. मॉडल जैसा है वो सामने ही पड़ा रहेगा, बच्चा उसको देख के फॉलो करेगा. ठीक है. D25 is imitates without a direct verbal prompt. Okay. Um, being an engaging social action without saying do this, observe whether the learner joins and copies naturally. Okay, the thing is, okay, you are just doing this. You are not saying the kid, okay, do this, it's your turn, or something like that. Without any direct verbal prompt, the child is looking at you, you are clapping hands, you are doing the arms up, the child is gonna follow the same as you are doing 10+ actions. And the next is D26 and the D27. D26 is spontaneously imitates other, like there is another person coming, therapist and other peers, family members or anybody. But the thing is how much like spontaneously a child is imitating. Arrange a natural group activity, have other model familiar movement without directing the learner to imitate. 10+ actions and readily imitates novel actions. Novel means new actions. D27 is delayed imitation. The student will demonstrate an action observed earlier when requested or while labeling their own action. After seeing a line acting earlier, ask show me what the line did. The learner recreates the action. Okay, the same thing is the same imitation as we did as any other a figure, like for example the therapist or the any animal or anything that can be repeated or that can be imitated. We are like show the kid and then we are going to take a break and we are saying okay, like whatever have you observed it, please do the same. The child will do the delayed imitation. Labels and imitates numerous actions observed 4 hours earlier. Okay, it means 4 hours earlier. जैसे कहते हैं कि वो बच्चा कैसे रो रहा था, how was he crying, how was he laughing, how was he moving, how was he clapping. So the thing is, with the passage of time, as the time increased for the memory and how much a child can imitate, we are teaching that thing. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody. And if you guys have any question, you can ask me in the comment box. Up to the next video. Allah Hafiz.